Hello, dear friends. Krista Goyya is with you and welcome to Blue Swan Studio. In this video, I would like to share with you one of my spiritual experiences from today. In the previous video, I was saying how spirituality can immensely enhance your life. One of the things with the help of spirituality that I personally call the science of the invisible. The science of the invisible. With the help of the spirituality, you can always find resource to manage situation or life in general. So I wonder if you know there is such thing as called biorhythms. You can get it off of the internet when you put your birthday, and it gives you sort of kind of like these charts, in three colors, red, green, blue. One of the colors mean your physical state, the rhythms of your physical body. One means your emotional state, and one means your mental state, mental capacities. So yesterday and today, I was feeling like really weak in my body, and I did not even feel like I had enough physical energy to do Hatha yoga. So finally I thought, let me check those biorhythms. And sure enough, I saw that all of my three lines are sort of like at a crashing point. Yeah? And as I already was sharing with you, this March 2022 is extremely important for me because I cleared all this space to dedicate this to making these videos as I wanted. From the video in January 2009 when I said I'll make so many beautiful videos, gave you that promise, and there I was, absent all of this time. So and then I was lucky today to be in a group meditation, and in this meditation we searched for the resource. We first relaxed deep in body and mind and soul, and then we were advised to see the possible resource for us. What I saw was a sort of like a big ball of light over here, and I have such an intuition that it's been many years. I sort of live in two worlds, yeah? One world is the reality around me, and the second world, the spiritual world that I can perceive on the subtle timeline all the time. And so when I start seeing something, it's like a movie. One thing goes to another, to another. So it's like I'm perceiving this whole reality. So I see this light, and immediately I remember one of my experiences from the past. I was a young girl. I just started making these meditation experiences, and part of me was afraid of death. And I wanted to know what happens to us when we die, because I did not want to be afraid of it. I wanted to free myself from that fear of being afraid of death. And when I saw, and what was shown to me was like I was laying flat, I died, and all of the light of my body gathered in my heart into this big crystal, and it was such a powerful light. And then it's kind of like a shot, and then that ball of light like boom came out of my heart and flew really fast up, found the source, the heart of God, and entered that. And it was kind of like, if you remember Baron Munchausen, how he was like, those cannons, and things that fly from the cannon. So this light was gathered like this, like a beautiful crystal, like cannon, boom, and entered the source. So today, when I had this spiritual experience, and when I saw that ball of light, I started first, remember that thing, that there is no such thing as death. It just my soul is going to go and join the Creator. That was the message from that long time ago vision. And today I started feeling like there is energy in that ball. And it sort of kind of like moves around, Suddenly I became aware of the fact that my mom, who is dead next year, 50 years, and my dad, who is dead about 13 years. And I was sharing with you that, there is this notion that you are not truly an adult until both of your parents are dead. And I joked saying like, well, I guess I'm adult 13 years, So in that circle, I suddenly felt like energy is moving. And I felt like, wow, my mom and dad are there. Which recently, I don't know how long it's been, maybe because the last year I had like 3 traumatic experiences, and maybe it was like the hardest year, but lately I really like in my everyday life, I feel like my dad is somewhere here around me, my mom is somewhere around here. I actually even kind of like, wondered if like, is it like a sign of maybe I gotta go soon, maybe not, maybe I'll still live 60 years. Anyway, so when my grandson will be 50 or 60, if I live that long, I will be able to have really these amazing conversations with him because he's such an amazing guy. I love him, absolutely. But any one of you right now, human being living on planet Earth, if you trust my heart, I love you as much. Okay, so I'm aware of this energy moving and wow, my mom is there. Wow, my dad is there. And then there is a sentence, I'm hearing it. Wow, all of the people who are done with biological life on Earth, who are not reincarnating, they are there. And that's my source. That's one of my resources. And then I start tuning in because we are advised to make contact with that resource. Allow that resource come to us. And I start seeing this silver energy, and I think, oh, it's a Mercury energy. Mercury energy, that same name as Trismegistus, Hermes Trismegistus, messenger between the gods, who had wings on his feet, and he flew really fast. Correspond to, in Vedic astrology, correspond to the Buddha planet, who was actually the son of Chandra, moon. In India, moon wasn't a girl, a woman, it was a man, Chandra. There is this silver energy coming, and I understand it's a Mercury, and I understand, wow, it's going to help me to speak better. It's going to help my oral vector. If oral vector is connected to the heart, then this can speak out of heart. And then right away, I'm aware as naturopathic doctor that Mercury as element, too much of it is not good in the body. If too much, it can be poison. So I kind of already am communicating with this silver light coming into my body, and I'm saying, just a trace element, please. Just a trace elements, please. And then it in tarot card tower, when everything is falling down, at the same time, Holy Spirit light falling down in lots of sparkles. And those sparkles, then you see of transformation, but at the same time, promise of a new life, renewal, rebirth. And then that trace elements of Mercury enter my body, and I become aware of the brain inside my body, inside my skull, like right brain and left brain. And then how they are kind of like, connected to the spinal brain that goes in our spine, so there is this brain and it connects to this spinal cord. And spinal cord is actually pretty thick, it's not such a thin thing. It's a pretty thick thing, and it's together, brain here and spinal brain. Thunderstorm outside, I love it. Wow, God is with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and then suddenly I become aware that our brain is like double organ, right? Then we go down, the second double organ is lungs. Then we go down, and here, even though we have liver on the right, spleen, pancreas on the left, kind of like liver goes a little bit like this, pancreas is kind of like, but still spleen, pancreas, liver, and but they're not the same, they're different, yeah? And then we go down here, and then we have another pair of organs, kidneys, right and left kidney. So, and as I see that and I become aware of that, I remember. And I realize that, like Irish say, fire in the head. Our brain, this thing is like a pair of the fire. And then we go down and air, like when we become teenagers and we love to love. We love to communicate, to connect to everyone. That's when the heart grows. And the lungs, the lungs is the air element. Brain is a fire element, like spirit element. And then earth element here, and then the water element. So the thing is, the earth element is here. And in earth, because we live on planet Earth, look around, every face, every voice, every human being is individuality. That's why our earth elements are not reflecting each other, not mirroring each other. Because in earth, in here planet Earth expression of how we come with our uniqueness of our individuality, face of eyes, voice, as I said, shape of the body, everything is unique because on earth, in element earth, we are individual in our expression. But here we have two because it's mirroring each other. And we as human beings, we have one mind for everyone. Different video about that, but we are mirroring. And that's why right and left is mirrored to each other. And in how we communicate and how we think, how spirit inspires us, we mirror each other. How communicate, how we think, in our thoughts, we mirror each other. In our emotions, water, in our emotions and in where we come from, because water, kidneys, is ED, like Freud and Nietzsche, instinctual drive, it's where we come from. It's two, because we mirror as humans, we mirror each other in emotions, in fears, and also where we come from, we mirror each other. And only element earth here, that's what is individual, because we are human beings on planet Earth. But otherwise, where we come from, where we're going, as one soul, one spirit, one mind, we are one. I hope to be able to keep proving this point to you. Well, did I get it as a resource? Look at me. I have received that resource. Understanding that gave me a huge influx of energy. And even astrologically empty hours and not the best day by the Biorhythms, I was able even to record 2 videos today. I so much appreciate your support and comments, and absolutely if you share this video. And guys, if I talk too much and I jumped again, I apologize, but I hope I inspire you enough to watch it again. And until we meet again, from my heart to yours. Dudump, dudump. Peace on earth.